Trump has a cult following.
Yeah, he got dads.
I think my dad liked him too, but he doesn't admit it because his wife is very liberal. So I think my dad, like my dad just texted me, like his wife's listen to their 3 dogs' names: Ruth for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Swear
Horrible.
to God. Fred for Frederick Douglass.
Eesh.
Freddie. And then Maya for Maya Angelou. These are his wife has named the dogs.
Are the dogs that are named after Frederick and Maya, what color are they?
One is white and one is black and white. Fred is black and white, and then Maya is all white.
Oh, really? See, doesn't that seem a little...
Yeah, listen,
not
it
good
all
to-
seems a little like it's a problem.
Don't name your dogs
But
after
my dad
historical...
texted me the election night, on the night of the election, my dad texted me he did it. And I was just like,
What
do you mean?
Don't you mean we did it, Dad?
What do you mean we? I was like, Dad, what do you mean by he did it?
Yeah.
And I got the text and I was just like, yes, he did. It was just funny. And I was like, oh, that doesn't seem like his wife was like very upset and went to bed early and he was just kind of sitting up and he texted me.
Well, that was the
I
feeling.
was like, oh, it doesn't seem like you're broken up about this at all.
Once everybody around us started crying, it kind of got like, you like look around, you're like, this is pretty fucking funny.
Well, to
This
me,
is funny.
yeah, it was funny, and then I was
was
also
funny.
just like, a lot of this is a show, folks.
All a show.
It's a lot of it's a show. Obama had the camps. He had the people in the camps. I mean, he wasn't dividing the families, but like, it was a similar situation. It wasn't out of it wasn't one guy that can't deviate. Like, listen, Trump, I think the thing with Trump is the aesthetic, the way he talks, the
Man.
way he deals with people.
How good was that Baghdadi speech, though?
I mean, it's great.
One of the better presidential speeches of all time.
He's made comedy almost irrelevant. Comedy almost doesn't make any sense now because you're never going to be funnier than him.
He's the funniest guy alive.
His speech about Ben Carson is still the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Where he goes, he went after his mother with a hammer, and the people in the audience they don't know what's going on, and he's like, and he tried to hit his friend with a lock, and he's talking about these revelations in Ben Carson's book, and he's in Iowa or something, and he's just going and going, and it is so wild that you're like spellbound. You're like, this is fucking hilarious. And he's just, that weird jazz kind of talk he does where he just,
Have you seen his hour right now? It's strong.
His hour strong?
You can YouTube any one of his live events.
See, dude, I've always wanted to go to a rally, and not because I'm like agree with what he says, and not because the people there aren't fucking insane. I think anyone at any political rally is mentally ill, right?
Yes.
Of all the things you could do with your time is stand in a fucking warehouse and hear a narcissist shout at you. Although when I go on tour,
right?
I would like you to do that for me. But at least, I want to go to a rally because I think it is like the funniest show that you'll ever see. But I've fully accepted that America's over and that we're like, it's done. We're on the decline. I'm like,
no,
you don't think so?
No.
What positive?
I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know anything. College football still fucking rules. So
yeah, that's a good point.
We got that going for us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You been to a game lately?
No, I should.
You should go to that. It'll fucking get some.
It'll get you going.
Yeah,
I just think that the problems are too deep. That if they do get solved, it'll be some miracle. And it's like I'm not personally invested in. Like it is what's gonna happen is gonna happen. We got a lot of we got automation coming, AI. The reason that Trump is like I want Logan Paul. Because here's the thing. I like Logan Paul. I met Logan Paul doing Theo Von's podcast. Do you remember Logan Paul with the whole thing in the Suicide Forest?
Loved it.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize why people got that angry at him, but he was canceled. He was, lost endorsements. He was being, attacked. Everybody online, celebrities, people that were his friends. And I talked to him about that. He goes, people I knew that were my friends were turning on me. And he goes, I know I made a mistake and I did a stupid thing. But he goes, the vitriol, the hatred that was coming at me from people that I was friendly with and that I knew was wild.
Well, it's also, with that one, it's also like people like me. I had never watched any of his stuff until I watched that episode where he was in Japan, dressed as a Pokemon, throwing Pokeballs at random Asian people.
Right, yeah.
So then when you're watching that, you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a little much. He fully admits that he was
wilding.
He was a little wilding.
He was wilding.
But this is why I want him to be president. I went to his house to do a podcast. He lives like the kid from Blank Check. He's just got sneakers and Ferraris strewn around the yard. You know, they've got a film crew filming him. Him and his brother just walk around. It's like Netflix, you know?
It's terrifying.
And he said to me, he's like, you know what? In 10 years, if I'm bored, I will run for president. And I had this really dark thought. Not only would he do it, but that he might win. And then I had even the darker thought. I went, and he might not be that bad. He actually might be pretty good at it. And should I get involved now to start trying to groom him to be the president? Should I be Logan Paul's Steve Bannon? Yes.
Yes.
And here's why I'm able to do it. I've given up on the idea that it's all going to be okay. Like, I think I've embraced what the stage of the empire we're in. Yeah. And I think Logan Paul's a fitting president for that stage of the empire.
He's a good Nero.
I think he's a fitting Nero, and I want to help him get there because
You have a horse in Senate.
He's a highly disciplined guy. I think
abs?
Yes. No, I mean, he's well put together.
He's got abs?
Well,
or is
I don't
that
know
where
about
you
Jake.
want to be?
No,
I don't want a Paul ticket.
Paul, I don't know. I think we're gotta go with a woman. We gotta balance out the straight whiteness of it all.
You get Whoa Vicky?
We need one of them.
Yeah, Whoa Vicky or Bad Baby.
We need one of them.
Bad Baby.
Baby, she just got smacked up.
Yeah.
By Whoa Vicky.
All right, so Whoa Vicky.
Now is Whoa Vicky Philly?
She
sounds Philly.
They both look like Kensington to me. North Philly.
Where can you look up, Bobby, where Bad Baby's from, please, and start producing this goddamn show? And Whoa Vicky. Can we get a Bad Baby and Whoa Vicky where they're from? Thank you, Bobby. I know when Rogan's in here, everybody pays attention. When I come in, everybody likes to go to sleep. They look like either Long Island or Philly.
It does, yeah. Well, they're a city where the opioid crisis is.
Yeah, it's ravaged.
Ravaged
the area. What do we got, Bobby? What do we got, Robert? Robert Hutch, everyone with us.
Bad Baby's from Florida.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's it.
That'll do it. And what about Whoa Vicky?
I think she's from the desert.
Now, Bad Baby has some catchy songs. What about Whoa Vicky? Now, Little Xan follows me on Twitter. You know Little Xan?
Little Xan?
Little Xan.
Yeah.
Xan
That's
is
awesome.
Yeah, I'm very happy about it.
Wow, Xan's a decent candidate.
Xan is, you're absolutely right about that.
It's going to be a good cabinet.
It's going to be good.
I think the Chinese are in trouble.
There's no part of me that's kidding about this. I want everyone to know that.
Yeah, I know.
It's like there's no part of me that's kidding about trying to put Logan Paul in the White House.
That's a good ticket.
I don't think he'd be that bad. Where is Whoa Vicky from, Robert?
She's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Whoa Vicky. Is she good? Is Whoa Vicky good?
Though. That's good. That's what you want for those red states. You want to get someone from Georgia.
You need somebody from Georgia in there.
That's good.
Logan Paul and then Whoa Vicky.